Quickcast. All right.
Quickcast.
All right. This is a extra special episode because this is our 40th episode of the Drop Culture Podcast.
This is like our 40th anniversary.
It is. It is. We've hit a milestone with this.
It's not been a year yet.
Yeah.
So it's not an anniversary because of English.
In like 6 months, we've hit like what 40 episodes. So we've been our output has been pretty good for us.
Yeah.
I mean, for us to get together that much.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, get together at the Drop Culture Podcast Studios because this is our 40th episode. And we just got back from summer break, which our summer break was wonderful. Yeah. Anybody do anything special on their summer break?
No.
Yeah,
I had an anniversary.
There you go. How many years?
5.
5-year anniversary.
Oh, I had an anniversary.
That's a milestone too. What was it in
6 years?
6 years?
There you go.
Dang. And I had an anniversary of nothing really.
Yeah, mine was the anniversary of summer.
Yeah. So
remember last year when we had summer?
That was cool.
I don't.
It's like this summer, only different.
Are you sure it came last year?
It's annual.
Oh,
Came
you
and
just
went.
said that.
Oh.
when you work a soulless job like we do, any time off is good time off. That's a good thing because it's sapping your soul.
I think that for everybody, that's you should do that often.
Yes,
take time,
spend time with your family, spend time listening to other podcasts.
And our number one
or fucking
fan,
Shecky will come after you.
I know.
Our number one fan, Shecky,
oh yes,
also has a deviant art, so you could go appreciate that too.
What we need to do is we need to shout out our number one fan right now. We really need to talk about him because this is another milestone for us because we actually do have a number one fan now.
Like diehard, kind of crazy.
I know, it's pretty awesome. His name is Andre Michael Pietroshek. He's pretty awesome. Now let me read you this awesome review.
Yes.
I think everybody needs to read this review,
absolutely.
Which is really cool. And this is a quote from him: "Unprofessional dudes overestimating their importance and listener appreciation." Great opening line.
He gets us.
I know.
Yeah.
He really has us right 100%.
Right in the soul.
I mean, that is awesome. That is a great comment. And that on a mediocre, decades-old Cthulhu story by Carpenter, ? Sorry, can't enjoy it. That's awesome that he had to comment on it. That's awesome.
You know what's really cool is that of all of our episodes, he doesn't like that movie, and he listened to that one.
Yeah, he listened to that one specifically, which is great. Because he listened to an episode.
Strange. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely fine, but it's just weird, right?
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't like Cthulhu, but let's listen to this episode because I want to comment on it.
And obviously he doesn't like that movie.
No.
You know what I mean? Because if he did, that's based on Cthulhu.
Yeah,
I just appreciate that he understood how serious we're trying to take
I know,
this.
I know.
Yeah, we're serious fellas.
Our guidelines and how strict we are with how we talk and
how professional we are. You know? I mean, he nailed it on the first sentence.
Yeah.
Let's just dissect this. Unprofessional dudes. That's what we are.
That's what our podcast was going to be named.
We were going to
I couldn't get the URL. I just remember.
I know.
That's the only reason we didn't do it.
Maybe he's got it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got the Unprofessional Dudes podcast.
You think he's going to try to drive up the price for us?
I don't know. Maybe.
I
maybe that's
also
what
feel
this is
that
all
I'm
about.
unprofessional.
Maybe
well.
if he wants to sponsor his DeviantArt art page on our podcast, I think that's awesome.
We'll do it for you the first time.
Yes, honestly, you are sponsored, Andre Michael Pietroshek.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's check
out his DeviantArt site, right?
Yes,
number one fan.
Number one fan. We're going to shout him out on every single episode because he is awesome. Yes. This is great.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our quick cast here. This is the first one back after summer break. So, who's got some movie news?
Well, the first thing I want to throw out there is the cast of the Suicide Squad was announced by James Gunn on whatever, Facebook or Twitter or somewhere. And I didn't think John Cena was going to be in it, but he is going to be in it, and so is Michael Rooker and all those other people that were announced, and a bunch of other people I've never heard of. So,
of course, Michael Rooker.
Right on. Yeah.
Michael
Sean
Rooker
Gunn,
in this movie's going to be
Sean
cool.
Gunn's going to be in it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll be a really, really good. Faithful...
Who is Sean Gunn playing?
No one knows who anyone's playing. It's just
Polka Dot Man.
No, they said David.
Trash Can Man?
They said David
No.
Dashlam was. But nice transition.
Very good transition.
Yeah, the Stand miniseries cast Randall Flagg. Alexander Skarsgård
Yeah.
is going to
amazing.
play Randall Flagg.
But that's two Skarsgårds in some Stephen King properties.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
which
cool.
is pretty cool. The brothers actually doing a really cool.
Yeah,
If The Stand is more than one movie, that'd be awesome.
it's
They
going to
really
be a
need to be.
miniseries on CBS.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
CBS
okay.
All Access. Ooh.
10 episodes, I
Yeah.
believe.
So you have to subscribe to CBS All Access?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like $1.99
Yeah.
a month. Don't you get all the Jordan Peele shows too?
No, just the
Twilight
Zone.
Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, that has a 60th anniversary this year, but we could talk about that later. The original Twilight Zone.
Yeah, well, back to what
Back
we
to The
were
Stand,
talking about.
Yes.
The cast is shaping up really nice.
It
on
is,
this
yeah.
movie. James Marsden of X-Men movie fame played Cyclops.
Stu Redman,
Yep.
He's on
Plays
Westworld
Arnett,
currently.
Texas.
Yeah, currently
On Westworld, yep.
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, yes.
Yeah, so she was obviously in Aquaman recently.
Aquaman, but she's been in a bunch
She's been
of
a lot
stuff.
of things.
She was in Zombieland.
Zombieland, of course. And I know you mentioned Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopee.
Yeah, she fits the. She really, really does.
She does.
fit
No,
that
that's-
role perfectly.
Those are
Yeah,
all
Mother
really
Abigail.
good casting choices. They cast, I don't know the actor's name for Larry Underwood, but they cast him.
Okay, and I saw they did. They also Glenn Bateman. Greg Kinnear is going to play him, which is
Oh,
pretty
cool.
cool. He's a good actor.
Cool. And this guy, Brad Henke or something's going to play the Tom Holland character. You've seen him before. He was on The Office. He was on Lost.
Okay,
He's been in movies. He's like a bigger dude with like a goatee.
Who did he play on The Office?
He was like the guy who wrecked Pam's paintings.
Oh my God, he was in Lost.
Yep.
Oh, my mind was just blown.
Explode.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think some other stuff's going to come out on that CBS All Access, so I'll probably have to get it for the Stand. But
so last piece of information on that: Marilyn Manson's doing all the music for it.
What?
Yes, and we'll have a role.
probably the guy who's crying in the street.
Right.
You know,
That's what I would assume
That's what
as
I
well.
would assume too. But I don't know.
The impending doom, the
But
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah,
part.
Kareem
yeah,
Abdul-Jabbar
yeah.
part,
Yeah.
But they haven't announced what he's playing.
Cool,
But
cool.
Yeah, it's just
And
I
they-
thought that was kind of cool.
They also cast the incel, which I hate that word, but Harold
Oh,
The-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Harold what's
He was
his-
a Parker Lewis can't lose dude, right?
yeah, but he was like the guy who builds the bomb in the
Yep.
Yeah,
shelter
yeah.
place.
Are they
Harold
gonna have?
something.
It's man, that would be really cool if Laura San Giacomo was in this one too. Why not, right? I
Might as
mean,
well.
Come on,
Maybe.
she could be in it somehow.
What else? Oh, you guys know they cast Anthony Michael Hall as Timothy Doyle in the new Halloween movie. Remember?
yeah.
It's been a little while.
Yeah,
And
I don't
some
know
other
what
people-
we've
Tommy
talked about.
Doyle?
We've had a little bit of a gap here.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
kind of there's a lot of that Halloween, which I don't think that they need to have sequels to that last Halloween because I
I
really
don't think
enjoyed
they
2018.
do. I don't think they do either, but they are going to film both of them, I believe, back to back.
Yeah.
I think they'll do really good because I really enjoyed the 2018 one. I thought that was one of a very good throwback, but in a good way.
But continuation too.
yes.
You know, I thought that was cool.
See, it was only one of the deserving sequels out of all of them. 2 doesn't matter. 3 doesn't matter, of course. 4 and 5 would probably be there, and then you got Halloween or you got Michael Myers versus Ant-Man, which that one didn't really even need to be. They kind of tried to retcon everything and make it into a
Yeah.
more supernatural kind of a thing.
Isn't there one with Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, that was the one where Busta Rhymes does kung fu. That
Is
was
that the one where they're
um,
videotaping everything?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that show Fear on
That's-
MTV.
Yeah, they were in the
Uh,
Michael Myers house overnight.
So
Yeah, and then H2O. Yeah, there's a lot of those in between that did not belong. 4 and 5 are cool. As
So
almost
that's the one
standalone.
kind of had the cult background going
Yeah,
on.
well,
right?
that was Ant-Man. That was
Okay.
the
That was the
Ant-Man
one-
versus Michael Myers.
Why do you got to keep calling Paul Rudd Ant-Man?
Because he is Ant-Man.
Oh, I'm over here like I'm trying to process Ant-Man versus Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I was
That
like,
would actually
this
be
has
kinda
to a
cool.
con.
Yeah,
I don't-
Ant-Man versus Michael Myers. He
Ant-Man
just had
would
to go
win.
up his butt. And
And
He was in a lot of other stuff, though. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of
Yeah.
things.
He was
Paul
in
Rudd.
Ant-Man 3 times, I think. 4 times or whatever.
Yeah, now
Yeah. No, more than that.
Anyway. Math.
Endgame, Ant-Man and the Lost
Mathematical.
Civil War.
Yeah,
You're right.
that was it, huh?
So, I mean, I know that's the same character 4 times, so that's probably the character he's played the most. So
Right,
I
right,
guess you're
right.
right. I'm sorry. If we can stay with something real quick.
Yeah. Are we still staying with movies?
Well, yeah. If we're gonna stay with movies on Stephen King, I did see It Chapter 2.
Yes, really good.
I thought it was very good, especially if you watch both of them right by each other, or at least like within a week of each other, or some shit like that.
So it's kind of fresh.
It doesn't really need to be.
No, especially if you've read the books at
Yeah.
all, of course.
I just personally enjoyed it. I watched it like the night before I went
Cool.
to the other one.
Yeah, which is cool. I
But
think.
they did something really cool in front of this movie, and I don't know if you want to get into
No, go
spoilers or whatever, but
No,
about
I don't
it.
think so.
we don't have to get into the
Nah.
spoilers about it. But it was really good. They did something really cool in this movie. There was a Birds of Prey teaser trailer in front of it, and they're not going to release it online because it did exactly what they're supposed to do. Now, if you ever go to the movies, they play a stupid Coke ad usually in front of it or something before the movie starts. It's like the biggest deposit of nacho
cheese.
or like
Jalapenos. Oh, that's hot.
they did like a,
Yeah.
the one, oh yeah, God.
Yeah.
The one that I hated was the music one where they sang. They were like, and shit. I don't know,
it was
I
a
don't
fucking
remember.
Kit Kat commercial
Dude,
for
I
fucking
hated that.
popcorn and shit. Yeah.
So when I used to work, when I used to work at the movie theater, even if it was digital, but I guess what I'm going back to is when it was on the reels, the trailers sometimes are supposed to be attached to it. So like The Dark Knight, the Watchmen trailer for the movie Watchmen was attached to that first reel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So it was really cool in It Chapter 2 because it did the stupid Coke commercial, and then this teaser trailer actually kind of has like the Warner Brothers symbol, and then the balloons come up, and then the It kind of music starts to play, but then Harley Quinn's, and then you see the DC logo, and then Harley Quinn steps out and like pops the balloons and says, "I'm so fucking tired of clowns" or something. And then it just shows a bunch of images real quick, and it's like next February. And that's really cool because they don't do that anymore.
Agreed.
You
It
know
was
what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah.
They always put a trailer out online, and then they
And
put
what
it in
I-
front
Yeah.
of movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And I
saying?
know some people will complain about this, but I actually would prefer that
Yes.
because
It's a tie-in, so you remember.
well, not even that.
But it's a better way to experience that, and you'll remember it and be like, "Oh, I only saw that in the theater that one time," or whatever. You know?
Well, not even. And I was going to say, a lot of people will complain. Well, it doesn't give any of the acting. It doesn't do. It's not a real trailer. Well, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because you start playing too many trailers, and I don't want to see the movie now because you've given them what
Yeah.
I would say 7 out of 10 times. That's the case where it's like
Yeah, I've
we
seen
gave
everything.
away everything.
Yeah,
like
man.
the new Terminator
You know what I mean?
movie.
I think of it
Yeah.
like being elusive is like being like mystic or mysterious.
Yeah.
And then mysterious
Yeah.
is always more inquisitive. Like,
Yeah,
that's
then you
what
want to
to
see
find
it.
out.
The
Yeah.
teaser should
Yeah.
be.
You're gonna
as
go
mysterious.
online and be like, "What is this?"
Yeah, I
That
agree.
new
I agree.
Dark Fate trailer for the Terminator, same way. I think they gave away too much in it, and I haven't
Yeah.
even seen the movie, but I'm like, well, I've seen it now.
I mean, I
You're gonna have a
disagree with
plane
that a little
crash.
bit.
Yeah.
That one just swayed me a little bit, maybe because I wasn't too excited for this one.
Well,
but-
they should have left it, like they did with the T2 trailer, where they showed the Dill
Yeah.
crushing it, and then
Yeah.
you're like, holy shit, I got to see it.
that's one of the
this one-
coolest teasers ever.
Yeah, this one
dude.
they have some really cool Terminator shots of them coming out of the water carrying things, and
But then
looks
they
really
sh-
cool. But
Then they
it's
show
like,
like the spikes going off, and it's like that looks like a really cool sequence, and you just showed me that in the trailer. you know what I
yeah,
mean?
you didn't let me experience it firsthand right there. Yeah,
I'm gonna be ripped apart for this, but I did this once where I said I'm not watching a single trailer. Period.
That'd be
Right,
I
and I
love
did
that.
that
For
for
Three
X-Men
Ninjas.
Origins Wolverine.
Oh,
the worst one ever.
The thing is,
Dude, I like that movie.
the thing is, not watching any of the trailers where they literally show all the best parts of the
Yes.
movie. And seeing all of that for the first time in theaters, it was awesome. Replay value?
the first.
But-
honestly,
Dude,
the
I like
first-
that one.
It was a
I will
cool
say the
movie.
first half of that movie,
Yeah.
if not 60% of that movie, is really good and fine.
Yeah.
It's the rest of it where you're like, fuck that. I can't watch this bullshit.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the first movies to leak online too.
Yeah. and
Unc-
you-
It was.
CGI'd.
It was.
Yeah,
There was
it
the-
was
the plane.
un-CGI'd, and people had it months before it came out, and they were just like, "Shit, how did this happen?" Somebody
had
get a
copy
screener.
of that.
Yeah, I know. Like
And
everybody
I
had
didn't
one.
usually do that.
No.
You know what I mean?
I had a screener of Phantom Menace before it came out.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, dang.
And it was not cool because I watched it and like when they're in Naboo and then they pop up out of the water in
Yeah.
the ship and the ship opens and they get out.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever seen
It was just like an animatic.
no, it was like have you ever seen an amusement park?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
it was like and it was just so terrible looking, and there were no special effects through the whole screener, of course.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you're waiting for Jaws to pop out.